Now you've got yourself a list of issues people are having with your product. While this might feel just a little bit disheartening, think of it instead as an opportunity to improve. Probably the biggest mistake is to take every piece of feedback very seriously and then try and fix every single thing. Absolutely not what you should be doing at all. You have to think very critically about it. We'll take this list of problem areas and turn them into things that we can fix.
Now in our template, we've got a spot for the problem area, the fix or solution that might fix the problem, and also the first step that you can take to get action on this.
So you shouldn't fix everything. The first thing that you have to do is to put down a list of all these problems. Once you have the list, then what you have to do then is to prioritize it. You should think very critically about what these problems are, how relevant they are to what you're trying to do, how much they get in the way of the goal that you're trying to achieve, and then be able to decide from there which are the ones that are critical and absolutely have to be fixed. But you need to decide for yourself, what it is that you're going to be focusing on. I think once you have the problems or the main problem that you're going to try and fix, you can come up with a bunch of different solutions. So you're probably going to try a couple of different options. You're going to go back and forth on some things, but at some point you will probably fix the problem, and then you get to test it again just to make sure that you have actually fixed the problem. The simplest thing that you could fix is just a couple of things that maybe weren't quite intuitive about the interface. But if you have something a lot bigger, like you haven't quite found the right target audience, or this is not something that they need, then you kind of have bigger fish to fry, and your problem statement might be something bigger than just the interface. Think about how you can just make a much better product or business or experience for the users that you're going after. I think once you've identified the things to fix, you should be excited about fixing them. You now have an opportunity to make what you have even better. There is no reason why you should only wait till a couple of months after you've launched to find out that the business idea that you have doesn't make any sense to anyone. It's something that you could have found out like months ago, before you've sunk in so much time and money and effort into it. It's not about like the end of that journey. For example, if you were trying to get somewhere and you're in a car, you're not just going to like blindfold yourself and then try and get to your destination, right? You're going to be looking out for any like obstacles or street signs. You're going to want to know where it is that you should be turning. You don't just get in a car, close your eyes and drive. That's just not how it works. You should make this a really regular thing. It's not something that you do once and then you never have to do it again, because then you are getting sort of almost real-time feedback as you develop along, and you're not just sticking to something someone said 2 years ago. You should maybe do it at least once every 2 months. If you can move faster than that, you can do it more. If you move a bit slower than that, then you'd have to adjust accordingly.
The cool thing about doing it this way is that we can prove the entire thought process from start to finish, and we can show that we're making changes based on what real users told us they wanted.
Moral of the story is to test. It is a lot of reward for relatively little effort. It is something that will bring you closer to your target audience. It's something that gives you more insight into them, and that's always a really good thing. You should be able to know your target audience inside and out. You should know how they think, how they behave, what they feel, what they get frustrated by, what they value. Their opinion counts kind of more than yours.